did I just stumble upon the Springen version of Sasquatch? Yep, I have played Skyrim for a number of years. This is an Itchif. Are we in like a pocket realm? Where are we? The Wraith Mother. I can backtrack like I did with the fish. Essentially, if I can't beat the Wraith Mother, we will be stuck here forever. They aren't impossible though. This is definitely manageable. Wait a minute. Why are we suddenly in Apocrypha? Hermeus Mora? Again? No! My only friend. That's her. That's her. She's throwing hands with Richter. I actually get the axe. All shock spells are free now. The undead do 10% less damage. Another day in paradise. Now that we have looted a bunch of stuff and we have actual spells, I feel like the best course of action is just to go around the world and start killing bosses. Starting off with this guy, Arachnorax, the Dreadweaver, our first enemy. This guy has been the main ops ever since the first episode because he's in Riverwood. Alright, Arachnorax the Dreadweaver. If that is even your real name, bring it on. This is surprisingly possible. I should say, these bosses are extremely well made. I love the fact that we are at the point where it is completely normal for people to make Skyrim mods about Skyrim mods. This mod, Abjects, only works if you're playing Shattered Skyrim. It's getting crazy out there. If anyone out there is interested in making a DLC-sized mod for Enderall, I will be more than glad to make a 3-hour video on it. I got him. I cannot believe I killed Arachnorax. Wait, what? He has a second stage. No shot! For 6 episodes now. That was only his first stage. My whole life in Shattered Skyrim has been a lie. I mean, granted, the writing was on the wall. The name kinda hinted that he has something to do with spiders. I don't think I can kill him while he's on a second stage. Maybe it's possible. Maybe.
Maybe. The word I covet above all others.
You know what? Maybe I rushed things just a little bit. It's only episode 6. Arachnorax, he's not going anywhere. For now, let's just explore the world a bit more. Smell the roses. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I could go back there and waste all my health potions to kill that guy. There is another mod that I've never played that I wanna try. I saw its Nexus page, but other than that, I know nothing about it. I believe that to access it, we have to find a ship somewhere. Look at how great Star looks. Nothing seems to have changed here either. Okay, where's that boat? Is that it? I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, how do we start though? Ship to the island. Wait, that's the name of the mod. You sail off the coast of Skyrim onto the mysterious island. After 3 days of relative calm seas, the weather begins to turn. Rain begins pouring from the sky. Lightning and thunder crash all around. It takes you all you've got to hang on to the ship. Do you skillfully control the ship and ride on through the storm, safely arriving at the docks of the island? Or does the ship begin taking on too much water and wreck off the coast of the island? The Dunning-Kruger part of me tells me that I would skillfully navigate the winds, but the realistic part of me tells me that I would just crash the ship, and my horoscope told me that today I would be more realistic, so I will go with that option. And we crashed. Okay, where are we? Maser looks beautiful tonight. I think it would be better to do this during the day. What's the map looking like? Oh, we are in an island. This is some excellent foreshadowing, by the way. You called the mod The Island because it takes place in an island. Let me tell you, Emil Pegliarulo could never. This place looks very nice. What are we doing here though? There's some supplies here. Aha, a stone engraving. Okay, so apparently if I come here with a piece of paper and a piece of charcoal, I can create a map that shows the old trading routes between this place and its inhabitants, the Dwemer that used to live here, and mainland Tamriel. I don't know why would we do that, but sure, the ingredients are just left in the port. Here you go. Yep, this is definitely a map. Why did we do that? I'm guessing this might come up later. I'm just gonna go explore. Oh, this place has its own Black Ridge. This place looks massive. Wait, I know that breath. Why is there a dragon? No, I'm not joking. What did I just stumble upon? Is it like a generic dragon? No. Shadow Dragon? How do you say that name? Shadow Dragon Nazgulnin. The plot of this place better be awesome. I gotta say, Gravewind Amazing mod. Look at this axe. It absorbs the life of the enemies and it doesn't need to get recharged. Ever. It's a permanent buff. This thing is awesome. I have done it. After 6 episodes, the last Dragonborn can actually shout. I'm going with Mark for Death. I think in the current state of things, it has the most potential. Okay, now what is this place? It looks massive. What kind of enemies live here? Oh, of course, Falmer. How did I not think of them? Look at this. I can now reliably kill a Falmer.
Look! Look!
Well, better not take a risk. There has to be something in here. Clearly, we're missing some important context in here. I feel like the story for this mod is gonna go super hard. Right now though, I just have a billion question marks in my head. Why was there a dragon in here? And why the graveyard for mammoths? And what do I need the map for? On the topic of maps, this map seems a bit funky. Okay, so early impressions, there seems to be a lot of rooms that just lead nowhere. And it makes things feel kinda immersive. Like I would walk into a room and I'm trying to piece together what that room was. And there's nothing in those rooms that is noteworthy either. The only thing I can find in those places is pieces of armor or weapons that are all part of an ancient Dwemer set, and they all have the same line of text, which states that something can be inserted into these items, but I have no idea what that something is. Also, there is no quest markers or visible quests so far. After a lot more exploring, and I do mean I have been here for a while, it seems that what you're supposed to put in those armor sets is this, a piece of Ethereum. Okay, I have finally gotten a quest. I don't know why or even how, but the moment I walked into this room, I got this quest. Underground Sun. I have discovered an ancient underground Dwemer city. It's incredibly dark. In the distance, I noticed a large sun hanging from the ceiling of the large cavern. Perhaps that could be lit up again. There's no quest marker though. Now I have a clue of what I'm supposed to do, but I'm still wandering aimlessly and collecting Ethereum gems. I wonder if the armor and the weapons will end up being any good. Maybe there isn't anything in the caverns. Maybe I have to explore outside a bit more. I've been in there for an hour, and other than the sun quest, I haven't found anything else.
I can't believe you've done this.
Who shot the rabbit? Was it any of you monsters? Why are the Falmer outside the Dwemer ruins? Oh no, they are evolving. Also, it has to be said, the fact that I can now endlessly spam lightning spells, kinda hype for Shattered Skyrim on legendary difficulty. Bloodstained scrap of paper. I've been on this island for God knows how long. I've got to find a way out. My ship is wrecked. I haven't run into anyone either. I seem to be alone here. There is Falmer patrolling the place. Help me, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. Yep, he was playing Shattered Skyrim too. And what do we have here? An ancient shrine. Wait, who's this guy? Oh, I got a quest. Ancastir the Forgetful. Does this quest have any markers?
No, dude!
Right, what is there? An odd node. A odd sphere. Oh, I got another quest. We are rolling through these now, huh? The note doesn't say anything useful. Apparently the odd spheres are important about something, but it doesn't say what it is. It seems like there was an expedition here that kinda went south, given that the first member of the expedition that I've been able to find is kinda dead. There is a salt mine here. Why is there a salt mine here? Is this just a different entrance to the ruins? It seems to be. I found 2 more members of the expedition, and they are dead. There are so many question marks. I still technically don't know where to go. I've just been given a bunch of objects, but I haven't been told what to do with them or what they are used for. I have found a functional smith, by the way. How good are these upgrades? Oh, that's not bad. I can upgrade it twice. So the +2 Dwemer does 41 damage. The ebony mace does 26 damage. This is really good. I wonder if all the armor is just as broken. I'm gonna have to do some digging. At long last, an actual objective. A locked door. I have no clue where to find the key, but now I at least know where to go. There seems to be a temple here. This seems important. This is definitely important. And I have found 2 more members of the expedition that came here. And wouldn't you know it, they are both dead. This pedestal seems to hold a cube. Okay, so we need a cube and 2 spheres. Got it. Is there anything good in them? Guys, it's so over. Look at this. Getting shipwrecked seems pretty worth it right now. Okay, what's this? This device has carvings all over it. They depict a great dragon in front of a group of Dwemer. The dragon seems to be giving up its soul. Inside is a black sphere. Could this be the soul of Mace Gulnin? Okay, seriously, how do you say this? It seems that it was at one time trapped, but it looks safe to touch now.
A good rule for rocket experimenters to follow is this: always assume that it will explode.
So the plot between these two dead guys seems to be that there was a rivalry between the apprentice and the teacher, and it spiraled. The apprentice wanted to show off to the teacher. The apprentice was consumed by hubris. Something like that. I don't know. I've never bothered watching The Apprentice. And the bangers just keep on coming. Look at this. Blizzard. I can cast this, but oh boy, if I could, it would have been over now. Okay, so from the teacher's journal, it seems that the Dwemer were conducting an experiment here, but for some reason they weren't allowed to finish it. Presumably, this is because Kagranak decided to despawn the entire race, and I'm guessing that experiment had something to do with the dragon. Not sure what though. There's some details between the relation between the Dwemer and the dragon. Notably, it says this: Dwemer King and the dragon became very close. The king, often referred to as the Tormented King, would seek counsel with the dragon about the terrible visions he was having. These visions were of the past, the present, and the future. The king does have a name, but I'm not pronouncing that. Henceforth, he shall simply be known as the Tormented King. Anyway, the Tormented King had a son. These visions, etched into stone around the temple, suggest that the king foresaw the Battle of Red Mountain, except it seems his visions were too vague to act upon. Nevertheless, he saw the end coming and tried to prevent it. The etchings mention the god under the mountain. The son's tomb, which sits next to the temple in the heart of the city, mentions that the light shall forever remain on for the god under the mountain. This suggests that in some way the god under the mountain may be the king's son. Judging from the info Kurzad gave me, it seems as though the Dwemer tried to create their own god, as Kagranak tried to do. Somehow the son ties into this situation, and I plan to find out how. Something tells me that the dragon is also involved in some way. The carvings depict a great dragon giving up his soul to a group of Dwemer. Along the side of it is a singled out Dwemer, seemingly giving up his soul as well. The dragon's soul seems to be held in the sphere, while the Dwemer's soul is inside a black sphere located in the chest of a very large homunculi. So that suggests that the dragon and the single Dwemer willingly gave up their souls. Perhaps this is an ancient ritual. The singled out Dwemer must be the king's son. It's all starting to make sense now.
You can say that again.
Though I don't think it was ever finished. Perhaps the battle at Red Mountain happened sooner than the Tormented King thought. Wait, why is Viking walking over here with a knife? That's the apprentice. Well, that was an exposition dump. You have seen one failed new medium. In Morrowind, behold, another failed medium. It seems that the reason why they suck those souls is to replicate the Trinity. It seems that they weren't able to complete the Trinity because to complete it, you need a mage, a warrior, and a rogue. And right now we only have 2 souls. Still pretty interesting. It does my aged heart good to know that more than 20 years after Morrowind was released, people are still being inspired by the plot of that game. Is there anything up here maybe?
No!
You know, I really wish I could take the dragon bones, but inventory space management remains a lingering issue. This entire island is built in a very intelligent manner. So there's the island, right? And there's different entrances to the underground city. So if you say take the entrance from the surface at the north side of the island, you will end up at the northern part of the underground city. And the way I'm talking about it right now is so basic that it almost sounds obvious. But please keep in mind that when it comes to Bethesda games, obvious stuff like that oftentimes just isn't the case. Buddy, are you friendly? He's friendly. I don't know how to progress. Maybe I have to kill him. I'm sorry, buddy.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Are you important in any way? Doesn't seem so. He has the Atric arrows though, so no regrets. What was he guarding though? I'm guessing that the best way to orient yourself in this island and figure out where you have to go is based on subtle hints. Like for example, there was a centurion outside this place. Inside it is a mechanism which says the following. This mechanism seems to require something to be inserted. There are images of a crystal on it. So it seems that if I find the missing crystal, this entire underground place will light up. What do you think would happen if I were to just fall off this place? I don't know what I was expecting. Is there anything in here? Nope. So another thing this mod does, which I find very intelligent, is that nothing has names. This place doesn't have a name. It's just called The Island. And locations don't have names either. Some places are just called Cave, or Small Cave, or Ruined Temple. Even the underground city doesn't have a name, which is quite intelligent if you think about it. Like in Skyrim, right? You would see a cave, and it would be named something like Death Trap 5000, 0% survival rate, cave. cave. And you would think to yourself, oh boy, I sure as hell could go cave diving in that, and then you would just die because you're an idiot. But in this mod, it's more so the case that unless the name of something is blatantly stated, that something is never given a name. Very interesting. Of course, this does boil down to every place being called Ancient Ruin or Cave. And there's a lot of locations where there's nothing to do except maybe a piece of ancient Dwemer gear lying around. Sometimes they still have some things going on with them though. Oh, found something. It seems that there's another member of the expedition here. My quest log got updated, but there's nothing here. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Requiescat in pace.
I was looking around actually, I couldn't find him. Okay, what does his diary say? I have read the entire diary, and to spare you the time, it says, absolutely nothing important. Found another one. It seems that their bodies are scattered all over the place. Does this one say anything important? This one doesn't say anything important either, other than the expedition party got killed by Falmer. Which, yeah, Captain Obvious. Something about this mod that I'm not gonna showcase, but is still there, is the survival element that this mod brings to the table. In order for you to use any crafting station in the overworld, you need to gather materials first. Even to open up a fire, you need to craft stuff in advance. So if you need a mod to put in a survival playthrough, this seems to be a very good one. Another shipwreck. Oh boy, can I leave this place? This ship seems to be in decent condition. With a couple of repairs, it could possibly sail again. And then it says the parts we need to bring back in order to repair the ship. In particular, we will need a hide of a mammoth, leather strips, linen wraps, wooden boards, food supplies, and a map of Tamriel. Oh, so now we know what's the use of the map that we made earlier. Now we actually know how to leave this place. That being said, I'm not leaving this place just yet. I need to know where's that Numidium. I am in a Numidium hunt, you see.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
Coincidentally, it seems that I have found a windmill which produces wooden boards in pristine condition. Damn, I wish all windmills could sustain themselves without maintenance indefinitely, even after they haven't been maintained for about 3,000 years. You silly bears. You silly, goofy bears. You were once my arch enemy. Little did you know that all along you weren't the apex predator. You were only training the apex predator, my Frost Atronach. I am talking about my Frost Atronach, of course. Not me. What are you, crazy? This Chungus has been carrying me all throughout this playthrough. Wait, what? You notice a wounded wolf lying before you. The wolf has brilliant white fur soaked in blood. There seems to be something odd about the wolf, but you can't quite make out what it is. It almost feels like an ethereal presence, maybe. With the right ingredients, you may be able to heal the wolf. This is gonna be a weird question, but what wolf? No, really, what wolf? Am I just blind? I can't see any wolves. Where's the wolf? I'm convinced I'm just blind or it despawned. I can't see a wolf anywhere. Empty skooma bottles. Okay, so I am tripping. Surely the wolf just despawned. I can't see anything. Oh. Hey there, buddy. Dude, this wolf isn't wounded. This wolf is dead. Apparently it can be brought back with blue butterfly wings and blue flowers. What about blue birds? Will blue birds bring back the wolf? Cause I know a banger anime intro. It seems that I have found the last members of the expedition, dead by the Falmer, a tale as old as Skyrim itself. Nothing else noteworthy though. By the way, I'm just walking around kinda aimlessly and just finding this stuff organically. Aha, a pirate's journal. Of course, whenever you are in an abandoned island, a pirate treasure hunt is a mandatory quest. I approve of this. Just a crack in the wall, near 2 waterfalls. Inside you must go and watch the water flow. Okay, buddy, wanna come down there? The god under the mountain. I saw the end. I saw the answer. My greatest accomplishment, my greatest loss, my deepest regret. The light shall forever shine for the god under the mountain. That just sounds like schizophrenia. There is a large amount of trees that I can just cut if I find a woodcutter's axe, which presumably I will need to make the wooden boards, which I will then need to fix the boat. I hope this isn't too taxing on my inventory.
And he prays!
This place looks interesting. No, is there really nothing here? This place sticks out way too much. There has to be something here, right? Can I mine this? No? What's the point of this place? Hi there, mammoth. I'll maybe need you later for something. I have been wandering this place for about 2 hours now. Granted, I have been taking my time. I believe this is the last building that I have yet to discover. So if there's nothing here, we're hard stuck. Is this what I think it is? Yes! Yes! I can use this! This entire experience has been such an upgrade on the spells department. It is twice as effective as Oak Flesh, and what is even more exciting, I can actually cast it. Barely, but this is huge. We got Paralysis, Blizzard, and now Iron Flesh. We are definitely going places. And what is even more, we have found the Sun Crystal, which we can presumably use to activate the Underground Sun. I'm smelling progress, and I love it. Let's see if this actually works. Yep, sun's up. Can I maybe fall down now?
Finally awake.
You know, I keep doing this, and I don't know what I'm expecting. Although the place looks a lot better when it's lit, I don't think this has progressed the main plot, the new medium, in any way. And also, the sun being lit seems to be dropping my frame rate significantly sometimes. So some parts of this footage might look a bit rough. Also, what am I supposed to do now? The door is still locked. How do I even open this thing? Did I miss anything in here maybe? I'm gonna go check on the wolf. Maybe that ties something together. And here's the butterflies. And I believe I have the flowers. Also, I have finally found an axe. I have been wandering around this entire island for 3 hours. I have 3 hours worth of footage of me wandering around, seeing what I have missed, and I have finally found it. It was in front of me this entire time. Look at this. You need the 3 spheres to open up the door. That solves one question. We know what the spheres are for. I don't know where they are, but we now know what they're for.
You stupid!
I gave up trying to look for them, so I started looking back at my own footage. By the way, recording your own footage, incredible idea. I don't know how else I would have been able to find these. There are no tutorials on a relatively obscure mod. Remember this place? The place that I said that clearly there is something going on here, but I can't find out what? Well, here it is. And here's the other sphere. It got knocked away when the former attacked us earlier. And with all 3 spheres, we can finally access what's behind this door. There better be a new medium behind this door. I didn't just go through painstakingly reviewing my own footage for there not to be a new medium down here. And there is. Well, this is a new medium at home situation. I could voice this, but I think text-to-speech voices would be a lot more fitting.
You there. Release me. Kill me.
Release you from what? I don't even know where you are.
Inside the Centurion. I've been here. Trapped for ages. Alone. Forsaken.
How do I get you out?
Get me out. No, you kill me. I've no reason to explain anything to you. Just in this.
Can I actually deny this?
Then what use are you to me? Be gone from here and never return, foolish mortal. Foolish creature. I need to be released.
I can. I just denied it. So, yeah, he won't talk back to me. So is this his Mandela? Or is the dragon sphere the Mandela? I'm gonna guess that this is the heart because it is attached to the new medium, and that the sphere upstairs is the Mandela. Or like the new medium like robot. Alright, quest is over. See you next time. Okay, how can I help you?
Find the dagger. My father, the tormented king, always had the dagger by his side, but never the courage to use it.
What is the tormented king?
Ah, I do not know. I have been trapped here for ages with no communication with anyone outside this room. The dragon may know.
The dragon that attacked me on sight? That feral beast has the answer?
Feral beast? I know not what you speak of. It has been much longer than I thought.
Unfortunately, the dragon's mind and ability to reason are long gone.
Then he too needs to be rid of this torment. You must find a way to the Valley of Ash.
This sphere must hold the soul of the tormented king's son. He must be having a great time in there. Just look at those eyeballs. This place fits the description for the pirate's treasure incredibly well. But I can't find it. 2 waterfalls? A crack in the wall? That is presumably the cave, but I've been there thrice and I haven't been able to find anything. Is it up here? Nope, nothing up here. I've searched inside and there's nothing. Oh, I can't believe you. Oh, I can't believe you. All the way up here? This took way too long. I got desperate and tried to see if I could walk anywhere. And the only thing here is just another note. As I stand tall, I watch the waterfall. On and on it goes, to the sea it flows. Alright, calm down, Shakespeare. Surely it has to be this guy, right? It has to be somewhere here. Look at that guy. It's just a guy looking at the waterfall. I'm putting my stock on this. I'm gonna go search the nearby houses. I've searched this entire area, both the ruins and the exterior. There's nothing. I'm just gonna go around searching waterfalls, I guess. If it turns out to be here and I miss something again, I'm just gonna go review the footage. By the way, how's that dog doing? Oops. As you head back to attempt to heal the wolf, you find out that the wolf has already died. And much to your surprise, nothing is left but ghostly remains. Okay, don't stick this on me. The wolf was very much dead before I got here. So I went up the tower from where the wolf was. And I thought of going there just to explore a bit. And look what I found. On one hand, I'm kinda seething because I wasted my time, but on the other hand, I'm kinda relieved that I stumbled upon this by accident, because there is no other way I would have been able to guess this. At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen. Only then the twinkling light will appear at the middle of the pond. So clear. There is exactly one pond in this entire game. I think I know where it is. This is the pond, and I'm assuming that the flies are supposed to show me the way. While we're doing this is as good of a time as any to cut off a tree. Found it. It took some time, but found it. All alone, I ran forever, but never move at all. No lungs, no throat. Yet you can hear my roaring call. Dude, just shut the fuck up. I don't know where this is. I'm completely clueless. It seems to be referencing another river. This island has like 10 different rivers. We're gonna be here for a while. Why are there Falmer here now? No, I've been here before, and there weren't Falmer here. Is this maybe like a hint? The river is right behind us. I'm gonna go check. Oh. I'm a genius. No, I'm just kidding. This was dumb luck. This was 1000% dumb luck. And the Falmer kinda gave it away. But other than that, this was dumb luck. This is the first place I traveled to as well. This was such good luck. I mean, it's not really a treasure. It's just the cube for the ruined temple. I feel like somewhere within what I just said, there is a Fear and Hunger reference. Okay, we place it here. Did that do anything? As I placed the cube on the pedestal, I saw an image of a portal. Could this take me to the Valley of Ash? The Mad Pirate's journal spoke of 100 Dwemer marching their way towards the temple by the waterfall. I was just there. Oh, the dragon's back. Why is he back? Is this just a respawn? For those of you that don't know, in certain locations, dragons in Skyrim can just respawn after you kill them for the first time. When you kill a respawn dragon, you don't get the soul, and the dragon doesn't disintegrate like they usually do. So if this is a respawn, we will know about it when we kill him. It seems to be way stronger now. Was it this tanky the first time around? No. Regular dragon. It has new loot as well. Okay, what's going on? On the bright side, I have a second, count 'em, a second dragon soul now, and I believe that this is the portal. Are we in a Unslut situation where I just have to fall off? I'm gonna say first. Yeah, I just have to fall off. One day, in the faraway future, or in the nearby future, people will say that Cotho fell off. When that day comes, I'm just gonna tell people, no, I didn't fall off. I was just going to the Valley of Ash. Ghost of the Tormented King. Okay, what do you have to say? Are you the Tormented King? I found your son under the mountain. I need to find a dagger.
Go, do what I could not. I could never bring myself to do it. Everything I did to prevent what you see here. Unfortunately it wasn't enough. Please free him and Maze Kalyan. The dragon? How is he?
He has gone mad.
He's gone too long without his soul. He willingly gave up a part of his life and in return is reduced to nothing more than a beast in a cave.
What must I do?
Take the dagger. It is the only blade that can pierce the spheres holding their souls. They do not deserve to be held captives any longer.
Okay.
I did everything I could. I saw the end. But it wasn't enough, and to this day it haunts me. It hurts to think they've been trapped all this time.
So I'm guessing I have to jump in here? This is gonna take a while. This is way too large. I'm never gonna find it. Look at where I am. Where is it? Yeah, this map is not helpful. I have been here for so long. As it turns out, it's right under the starting area, and I ended up swimming all the way out here. This is going great. Also, this crossbow looks so good. Tormented King's Dagger. Wait, I know this. I guess one could say that I'm very keen on obtaining this dagger. Get it? Keen. And now I shall fulfill my power fantasy. I will become the Nerevarine. In Skyrim, as you destroy the sphere, you hear a faint scream. The pieces of the sphere fall to the floor. The soul trapped inside the sphere has been freed after ages of imprisonment. Did that change anything? I can interact with it again. Oh, maybe I have to do the same thing for the sphere upstairs as well. Yep, in the distance, you hear a scream as the dragon has finally been put to rest. Oh, so that's why he came back. I didn't actually kill him back then.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing that was the main quest. I'm just gonna complete the quest to repair the ship now. Time to bail out of this island. Pause it right here. The quest to repair the ship was... Let me make one thing clear. This mod was very good. However, the quest to repair the ship was one of the most annoying experiences of this entire playthrough. I have no inventory space and I need to find all of these items. So what I would do is I would grab some of them, then dump them back on the ship and then go to fetch the rest. And do that back and forth over and over again until I had all of them. The wooden boards specifically were a nightmare to find because you have to cut the logs and then place them in the mill. But I didn't have enough inventory space. Those logs were huge. So I had to walk all the way to them. Not run, not sprint, walk, which is incredibly annoying and boring. The only saving grace was that I had a lot of strength potions saved up, but the nightmare doesn't end there. Ironically, killing the mammoth was the simplest part of this process. Getting the actual wooden boards was so annoying. Also, I figured out that the crossbow wasn't all it was shaped out to be because I don't have that many bolts on me and it's kind of difficult to get them consistently when there are no merchants around. And after about 2 hours, I was able to repair the ship. But that wasn't the annoying part. Well, it was pretty annoying, but it wasn't the most annoying part. The most annoying part was what came after this, because you have to find 10 potatoes from around the world, the map that we already made in the beginning, and 3 cooked venison chops. I guess my character really wanted to have A5 Wagyu steak on his way back to Skyrim, and he wouldn't settle for anything less. Because in a survival situation, these are incredibly difficult to find and annoying. Let me walk you through the process. Finding the potatoes took some time because they're scattered all throughout the world, but there is a lot of them. So it was just a matter of walking and knowing what a potato plant looks like. But here comes the interesting part. You first have to hunt the deer. This is just about the easy part. I already had salt on me, so that wasn't an issue. But if I didn't have, I would have to find a pickaxe and then go to the mine to mine salt. But then came the difficult part. How do you light up a fire? Well, to light up a fire in this mod, you need to go to a fireplace with 5 firewood and a cooking pot. How do you get a cooking pot? That is a question that tormented me for a long time. I haven't googled anything all throughout this mod, but I couldn't find a cooking pot. I searched the ruins over and over again. I haven't even heard of a cooking pot in Skyrim as an item. So after getting severely fed up, I decided to Google how to get a single cooking pot. Are you ready for this? To get a cooking pot, you need to make one in a blacksmith using steel or iron. To get a blacksmith to work in this mod, you need 15 charcoal. To get charcoal, you need to go to a smelter with wood and turn the wood into charcoal. And all of that because my character needed a venison steak and wouldn't settle for a carrot. This took me 3 hours. And mind you, throughout all of this process, I had no inventory space. So a lot of it was just me walking around the place. Even the strength potions weren't able to carry me after one point. TLDR, this was very annoying, but alas, we fixed the ship and we're back in Skyrim, safe and sound, having acquired new and improved spells as well. Overall, this has been a W experience. Annoying in the end, but still worth it. Anyway, see you all next time. Apparently you can upgrade the axe again and turn it into an Ethereum axe, which is super powerful. Look at this thing, 61 damage. Apparently you can also summon the wolf if you restore its amulet. Yeah, the wolf isn't worth it. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the Arachnorax. Goodbye, wolf.
Hey you, it's me, the Scaffed Numidian. Cotho wants me to tell you that he just enabled channel memberships. The current rewards include loyalty badges, future polls about video ideas and topics, your name at the end of the video, and priority reply to comments. With more like special emojis coming in the near future. Become a member of the Woodlands today and be featured at the end of the videos. Hold on, the near Everin just pulled up with that keening. I think I am about to.